Well, our first guests this week are two executives with DigiPath Incorporated, DIGP is their stock symbol. The CEO, Todd Denkin. Todd, welcome back to the program.
Thanks, Don.
And the Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Cindy Orser. Cindy, always a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you.
Now, you folks were recently named as one of the top 10 cannabis testing labs internationally. That is quite the achievement, Todd. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, well, we're very, very proud to be named as one of the top leading market players by the independent research firm Insight Partners. We're, really quite pleased about it, and actually a little surprised, to be honest with you. Most of the other, 10 are luminaries in the industry, and some are even multi-billion-dollar companies. So to be grouped in with this group was quite exciting, and nonetheless, though, it is quite warranted. I would argue that we really have the best methodology in the business, certainly the best science and the best scientist in the industry with Dr. Orser right here. And we've really have one of the most competitive and regulated places in Nevada, and we're definitely proven here in this marketplace. More good news is that we're highly scalable, and we've endeavored for years to earn a place in the growing competitive field and are really proud to have accomplished this goal of becoming a leading brand.
Well, having that distinction has to speak volumes about what you folks are doing and really encourage you going forward.
Oh, absolutely. It's a really good, it's a good shingle to hang on our wall. And, I think of it as just really a start to really explode, not only all over the United States, but internationally as well.
Now, we spoke briefly in a previous episode about the launch of Grow Sciences. Is this where your IP will be, and are there more things in the works?
Yes, indeed. I mean, through our years of testing all these samples, and because of our great luck that the state of Nevada actually had us collecting terpene data, we feel like we've been ahead of the curve. I gave a talk a couple years ago talking about terpenes being the next frontier, and I can tell you that in fact has happened, and that's why we formed Grow Sciences and have secured some of our primary ideas into provisional patents.
Many people are unaware that cannabis has to be tested much like an OTC drug.
That's right. That's one of the great things about what we do here is that we do all this testing, both safety and potency testing. And, as we do that to make sure that everything is safe before it goes to the market, we're able to collect all of this data. And collecting all of this data, analyzing all of this data, that's led us to Grow Sciences.
Now, we saw your press release recently regarding patents for cannabis terpenes in beer and other adult beverages. Does this potentially put DigiPath in a massive new market?
Yes, we see our growth through our subsidiary Grow Sciences as overshadowing the actual testing lab business at some point in the future because of the vast application of terpenes into all types of products, both as to use to control pathogens on the plant itself, to augment the terpene profiles in the plant, and to also create new functional beverages, including in beer.
Well, it's amazing when we see the various applications that are being used for cannabis, CBD, and terpenes. I mean, you're on a cusp of something that's potentially going to be huge. I mean, what does it feel like to be at the ground level of this kind of an industry that's burgeoning and growing so fast?
Well, there's certainly a lot of motivation to move quickly because, as we've seen in this industry, no matter what the hot topic is of the day, it just starts to explode, and there will be lots and lots of people at our heels. So we feel we are ahead of the curve as everyone is coming to realize that terpenes play as dominant a role as the cannabinoids in imparting the uniqueness of particular cannabis strains with their own physiological effect on humans.
Well, of course, you've already been named one of the top 10 cannabis companies, so you're on the right track.
That's for sure. We feel like because of our experience, we've been in the Nevada market for the last 4 years. We're expanding throughout the country and internationally, and it is good to be at the beginning of something and really pioneering this whole industry.
Well, you mentioned international. I know we've talked about Colombia in the past. How's that coming along?
Yeah, it's coming along great. Thanks for asking. We are moving forward. We are zeroing in on a location in Bogota and really starting to form, the team down there. And it's very exciting to be able to say that now we're an international company.
We're about a minute left to go, folks. What would you say are your main benchmarks in the remainder of 2019 that you'd like to achieve?
Yeah, sure. Well, certainly we want to get Grow Sciences up and rolling, as soon as possible, and really start licensing out, some of our formulations and get that into the beer industry, get that into the other industries that we see that are knocking on the door as well. And also, our goal is to open up in Bogota, like we said, and we're also looking to expand into the California market in 2019 and also up in Oregon. We're very excited about it.
DigiPath Incorporated, DIGP is their stock symbol, folks. Exciting update. Congratulations on the distinction you've earned. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you.